Hello players and welcome back to the 8-Bit Embassy with me, the 8-Bit Ambassador. And what have I got for you today? Well, I'm going to show you a magnificent feat. How to add your own games to your Lightning Modz Elite version 2. All you're going to need to pull this off is a memory stick, a keyboard and your very own human brain. So, a word of warning first. This is obviously completely off warranty. Don't at me, don't at Lightning Modz. If you do something, screw up your system. I've done this hundreds of times. It's never gone wrong for me yet. It's very hard. It's a very stable system. You're not really going to mess it up if you follow these rules. But there we go. Has to be said. Also, make sure you get your ROMs from legally. Don't ask me where to get ROMs. I can't tell you. This system will play any PlayStation 2 game, but it's all about the configs. So you might configure a game to get this one particular game running, and it will screw up everything else. So don't do it. You can put your game on there. If it runs, fantastic. If it doesn't, don't toy with it. Lightning Modz have put a lot of effort into creating this system to get the best balance of games at work without screwing everything else up. Xbox, again, you have to configure the file in a very specific way using tools off of the system to get an Xbox game to work. I personally don't know how to do that. It's a video in itself, so I would leave those two systems alone. Everything else I've added without problems. So here we are. Turn on your system, keyboard plugged in, and you press F1. And that's going to reveal the wizard behind the curtain. So this is a Linux system here. It works very much like Windows. It's just a lot more stable, a little bit lighter. But all of your combination keys, all your shortcuts, operates very, very similarly. So if we look at the file stack down the left hand side, I'm now going to plug in my memory stick into the Elite V2, and there we go. You can see my memory stick has popped up. So this is the contents of my memory stick. I obviously prepared this earlier. These are the ones I'm going to add today. Dreamcast games and SNES. So I'm going to copy that file, right click, copy, just like on a PC, and then we'll go to the ROMs file. Now these folders are where all your ROMs for all your games live. So find the SNES one, and here it is. And all you do, find a black spot, right click, paste, and that game has been added. So each of these folders has a README file that tells you what file extensions are supported. So make sure that your ROM file is compatible on the list, or just match the type that Lightning Modz has used. But that game's now in the SNES game folder, so let's go back to my memory stick. If you want to add multiples, you can Control A, or you can drag just like on a PC, copy, then go back to the ROMs, Dreamcast. So the files are a lot bigger on the Dreamcast, so it takes a bit longer, and then paste. That's going to paste the games I've just selected in. It takes a few seconds. Depends on the speed of your flash drive. Done. So very important now, eject that card. Gone. And don't forget to remove it from the system. Next time you boot the system, you'll have a really weird behavior. So make sure that is gone. Don't forget to do that. Then you can just go to File, Close Window, and you're back in the game. Now there's one last thing that you need to do to have access to the games you just added. So press Start, Game Settings, Update Games List. Really update games list? Yes, please do. So that's now going to scrape through, looking for any new games it can add to the lists on the front end. And you shouldn't really notice any difference until you go to the desired system. There we go. What was the first one? Let's do it in alphabetical order. There we go. Bang. Gunship Elite. So it doesn't obviously cut through the artwork and the video and everything. That's unfortunate. Again, that's another video all in itself. But the game is there, and if you select it, it will run. And there we go, smooth as a baby's bum, better than the original. So we'll quit that. Right, now let's go back to find the other game I added. I added a SNES game as well. Now the reason this SNES game wasn't included is because it's a Japanese only title, and the set used on this is, so I've added a few Japanese only titles. So the set used is a UK, so you can understand the words, but here it is. So you can tell the ones that you've added because they don't have any video or artwork. So I personally can live with that for a few. There it is. It's as easy as that, and that's going to carry over the same settings you applied to the a whole other system. And there you have it. It really is that straightforward. Download your games, prepare your memory stick, follow the instructions on the system, and you can't really go wrong. Please remember though, this is entirely at your risk. It's not my liability or Lightning Modz if something does go awry. But if you follow those steps, it's a really stable system. You shouldn't have any problems. Just don't make a mess in there.